Hello and welcome to Rush Racing League Division 4 at Singapore. This is the sprint weekend. Been looking forward to this one. I am Itzito, your commentator tonight, joined by Coop on Sticks. His first time in the comms box, mate. How are you?
I'm doing good. What about you?
Yeah, good, mate. Looking forward to tonight. We will jump over to gameplay pretty quickly. So, Singapore, mate, it is a daunting one, especially with obviously a sprint. It's one of the first times we've done a sprint weekend here in Rush, actually, for a long time, but it should be an interesting one. The weather's also a big factor here.
Yeah.
Let's turn down the audio so that we're all equal. We already got some cars coming out on track. That looks like a kick of Grizz, possibly. Oh no,
Cooper's coming out on the track.
Coming out nice and early to start a banker lap. Interesting grid tonight, stack grid actually, 19 drivers. Out. Interesting strategy, a fair few people on the medium because of the sprint qualifying, obviously. A bit shorter too, so these guys will want to do only one lap on the medium, and then obviously their soft run later on in the session. Cooper's started the wave, a lot of guys coming out on track now.
Yes. I mean, it's going to be interesting tonight with the sprint race and also the full race because it's one narrow track, so everyone's going to be fighting for those points as well.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. It can really go wrong here if you make a mistake, and it's quite. I mean, there are plenty of overtaking opportunities, obviously down the straights, but in saying that, it can be quite difficult to get a move past here. A few reserves tonight as well, reserving up also, but also a few new names. Grizz is one of them to watch tonight. I think Professor is as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's reserving up tonight as well.
And then obviously we've got your key members like Merc to watch tonight. Dynasty and Pet will be very quick. Richardo also has been quick the last few weeks. Stoin also Nova, very interesting grid tonight. As Cooper starts his
Governor
laps.
on the track.
You know, really throw it in there. Really easy to invalidate into sector 1 here. Goes down to second there, burn a little bit of battery. And then this corner here, the fast right before the DRS, is also a very easy corner. You either hit the wall or invalidate. It uses not all the track, but a bit conservative there. Cooper also being super quick this season. Nice and tidy lap so far from Cooper. In the dry is a very hard guy to beat, but tonight we could see some rain, and we know how much he doesn't like the rain, so that could really shake up his strategy tonight. All very close to invalidating there. Still all good at this moment. He will be the pace setter. Very tidy lap so far.
Oh yeah, definitely. Very quick as well.
Yeah, it will be. Medium tyres too, obviously not the best tyre. That's close, he's really pushing it. Very close to invalidating there. Obviously purple in those sectors. Almost touches the wall there. Interesting to see what the pace is like here for Div 4 tonight. Sets 27.6. I think... Not sure. It's a bit off the pace because obviously they haven't done soft tyre runs yet, but a few guys on soft tyres early, which is interesting. Who's up next to finish all that? Looks like Red Bull. Military Maple goes P2. Richardo beats him just by 27 6, almost beating Cooper in pole.
We got a Red Bull coming around the final corner. Or 28.2.
Got some yellows, the car's getting out the way, which is all good. Dynasty also on a lap. A lot of guys on laps early in this quali. So you see here, Williams P9, P10, Uncle Morty still in the pits, Stoying crosses the line and goes P6. Jumping a little bit further down, Sammy also on a lap in the Haas. Very tidy lap so far too. Sammy's had a strong season so far. Bit of unlucky in some spots, but...
Oh, and we've had a retire.
I think he's actually crashed too. He's actually crashed on track. It's interesting there from Delhi. That's unfortunate. I'm not sure what's happened there. Just see who else is on a lap. Yeah, SJ also on a lap in the McLaren, running a purple helmet tonight. See how he goes on his lap. Everyone's setting relatively similar times, around the 27, 28s. If you guys probably a bit frustrated setting a 28 on the softs, they only get one set, and SJ is invalidated. He will have to go again. Panic starts his lap.
Coming around.
Or finishes his
No.
lap.
Finished.
He's still got full
30,
battery, so
30.1.
I think he's going again.
Yeah.
So who else? I think there's a few guys maybe doing double laps here. Oh, Panic almost goes into the back of the Haas there.
Nice.
So who's your eye on tonight, mate?
Oh, probably. I have no clue. Probably Cooper, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he's the one to beat. Aston though looking really strong, P2, P3 currently.
Or Ricciardo.
Yeah, Ricciardo.
Those two have my eye at the moment.
Ricciardo has been able to really take it to Cooper in the last few weeks. So we see Military Maple cross.
Oh, and Military Maple taking first.
It's a solid at that time for him. Panic goes fastest though in the middle first sector. Second sector, sorry. He's on his second flyer, so that might be the way to go on the medium tyre. It does take a little bit longer to get him up to 10. See what Panic can do here, crossing the line. He goes P4, 27.5, so big improvement there for him. A few other guys finishing their laps. Dynasty also about to cross the line, see what he can do here. He's done a double lap too. He goes P7. Over. Currently P12. There's a bit of yellows. Guys getting out the track. No, getting out of the way. No problems there. But Nova, another one to watch tonight. Bit further down than he'd like at the moment, but he has been quick.
Oh yeah, definitely. Good pace around this track.
Uncle Morty is on a fly. He has not set a time yet. Leaving it quite
and
late.
SJ comes P14.
Yeah. It's interesting there for Morty because everyone else will be going out in the soft tire. He'll probably dive into the pits now anyway. So no problems there. Grizz on his out lap. So he'll be one that I want to see tonight. See how he goes. Obviously reserving in.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm excited to see what he can bring to Div 4.
Oh, Ricciardo gets a 5th place. Hitting Uncle Morty. Into the pits, I presume, yeah. That is very unlucky. We saw that last night in Div 1 actually too. With multiple drivers.
Yeah.
So take us with a lap with Grizz, mate.
Where is he? Here he is.
Just started his lap.
He's starting up his lap. Going around the first corner of the track. Oh, a solid apex hit. Going second. Keeping his pace. Oh. Down that. Down the straight.
He's pushing.
Nice little curve. Yeah, he's pushing real well. Good to see the other cars getting off the track for him.
Yeah. Everyone out
Oh, and
there.
that's slowed down quite a bit.
He's probably hoping that the Haas stayed in front of him a little bit there for the toe.
Oh yeah.
He might get this Ferrari for a toe. It depends if he's on a lap as well, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yep.
This looks tidy though from Grizz. Bit of a lock up there.
Nah, I don't think this Ferrari's out on a hot lap.
No, he won't. So this will benefit his lap massively. He'll get a little bit of a toe. And anything helps, and there's everyone diving out of the pits now. So has Grizz done it too quick? Done it too early, his flyer.
Most likely. Oh, and SJ's gone.
In the pits,
What happened there?
Couldn't get back out in time, I don't think. Grizz goes fastest.
Oh my gosh.
But that is on his soft tyre, so just beware here. Everyone here has a second crack at this. Who will be first across the line? Looks like Stoyan is on a lap, and also a Haas, a Professor. Stoyan has been careful. Watch him. He's got a bit of traffic ahead of him, but it shouldn't cause any issues. Fastest in the first sector here. And we're going to see these times tumble. This track will be getting very warm now. And I think Grizz, as fast as that time is, I think he might have done that a little bit too early here. I think someone's going to get pole here. Maybe even Stoyan on this lap. It's very quick at the moment.
Yeah, it is very quick here in Singapore.
He burns a little bit of battery up to the DRS. Really burns his battery. He's on a massive push here. Fastest in that second sector as well. So this will definitely be fastest if he can piece this last sector together here. He's got a little bit of traffic. The Merc's on a lap too, so Dynasty's starting his, so he won't cause any issues there. Stoyan crosses he goes fastest by a big margin too with 26.6, and these is probably more like the times we're going to see roll in here. Ricciardo needs a big lap too because he's got that 5th place.
Oh, and Grizz goes into the pits.
Cannot improve, doesn't have the time to go out again. Ricciardo's got a Red Bull right in front of him here, and this is going to be massive here. This toe, Red Bull is entitled to it. Not get out of the way, he's on a lap as well. But Ricciardo is going to benefit massively from this. The best he can...
Oh, and going
Cooper,
first.
Yeah, Cooper's
26.5.
Ricciardo needs a P1 here to start minimum P5. Which is incredibly frustrating.
Final corner.
Goes P3.
P3.
That's not what he would want. Military will go across the line and move up to P4. We see Panic, where can he put that McLaren? Currently P10 goes...
Final corner.
Go. Oh, where did he go?
Oh, where'd he go?
Went up, 5th.
P5.
Great time from Panic.
Yeah.
And that's a huge start from McLaren there. Obviously, SJ, unfortunately, a little bit further down. But Ricciardo, big talking point, 5th-place grid for the sprint. But that is just starting for the sprint. That's unfortunate for Ricciardo. I mean,
yeah,
I saw that last night in Div 1, multiple grid penalties because of that pit lane thing, and it's it's not fair that the game still does that, but we'll have to wait and see. What's your thoughts on that quali, mate?
Oh, that was a good quali. Lots of good pace around this track. I mean, I'm surprised on how much they can push this car through here, because, like, yeah, with me, I'd be spinning at that pace.
Yeah, some of these guys are really on the limit. And obviously we'll move over into the sprint race. And yeah, big points on offer tonight if they can piece together both of these races. Big points on offer. So
Yes.
just wait for everyone to get their setup sorted and their little strategies. There's no pit stops in the sprint unless you obviously have damage or something. Not really any safety cars either, so it's all hell for the leather to the end. I don't think you'll see anyone's on soft tyres. It'll be all medium tyres.
It will be medium. Yeah.
As we just wait here, waiting patiently for everyone to load up the setup. I'll be interested to see if Cooper can hold this line. He does have his teammate.
Oh,
up there
yeah,
as well.
definitely. See if he can bring it home. P1 in the sprint.
So here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights.
5 and lights out and away we go.
But the sprint and Cooper got a great start there. Actually jumped Stoyan.
Yes.
The line, but Stoyan's going to try and push his nose in. Doesn't get it done. McLaren makes a position up at the back there too. Oh, big move there with the Sammy. Everyone else through safely. I think there was a bit of contact down the back. And everyone facing the wrong way. It was a great start.
Really good start from Div 4 tonight.
Just moving a little bit further up. Forrestal going side by side with Sammy still. These guys have gone side by side pretty much since turn 1. And they start to back out now. Get Joel to allow him.
Oh, and locking the tyres from Nova. Almost.
You know, everyone's starting on the medium as expected. Cooper the bot holding the lead. Stoyan just hanging in there. 4/10 now. Just getting his grip in. Military Maple, a good start from him. P3. Panic up to P4. Both RBs. This is a great start for them. P3, P5.
Yeah.
Further down, Master. Looking dangerous on the back of Nova. He wants to get up there with his teammate to help him get back in points. Machado obviously starting P8 opposed to his P3 where he qualified.
Yeah, I'm excited to see if Ricciardo actually makes back those places he lost due to that contact.
Yeah. Cooper obviously fastest on the first lap. Stoyan though really getting close now. Really pushing on this opening 2 laps of the sprint. Wants to get the job done, doesn't want Cooper to run away with it. They are starting to break a little bit away from P3. Panic doing well, hanging in there, P4. But it will become a little bit of a DRS train for a couple of laps now until you start to see the guys' pace start to kick in and obviously the tyres drop off a bit. But most of the time here you'll see these guys in the DRS mode. Pretty much most of this race, it's only 11 laps in the sprint. They will not venture far away from each other. Okay, have a look at your position changes off the start. Not many changes really. Master up 1.
Not many.
Grizz down 1. Semi down 1. Forrester
Sammy down 1. Forrester up 1.
So yeah, not as our usual 10 places. It's Pep and Ricciardo. Oh, that was so close to contact there. So close. I'm going to back out of that. Machado very aggressive on the start here, trying to make up these positions. He would have been frustrated with that start due to grid penalty, but you know he has the pace. Stoyan though, look how close
going
he's
fastest
getting.
again. Oh no, Forrest still going fastest this time.
Yeah, he's really done well tonight in the RV.
Yeah.
Stoyan though and Cooper starting to break away. If they can break that DRS, military will be in a bit of trouble here to Panic. A little bit further down, Machado super close to Pep still. These guys battling it out in the constructors.
Going on Cooper's back. He's just waiting for the right opportunity to take over.
Ricciardo as well on the back of Pep. Super close.
Yeah.
Sammy's starting to feel the heat. He's out of DRS, so Sammy's going to be in trouble here. These guys behind are very quick at the moment. Sammy needs to push to get back into that DRS, and I think he's done that now.
Stoyan's going to go for it soon. Oh! Almost contacts from Stoyan and Cooper.
It's not what we want
No.
for the race leaders. Stoyan might have got a warning there. It's super aggressive over that curve. Master's also very close on the back of Nova here. You know how quick he can be. And he's looking like he might line up.
Yeah, definitely.
He wants to get behind his teammate. Looks like he's going to go for it. Uncle Morty gets a penalty already. Lap 4. Not a great time to get a penalty. As Pep sets the fastest now at 29.1. Master's really keen to get past him. He's really swinging left and right. Very aggressive here, trying to get past, but there's just no room, and Nova's just not allowing it.
Oh, Stoyan going for... Oh, I'm backed out just at the last second.
There we go, Master finally gets it done.
Yeah, this track is very narrow, so everyone's got to be careful with their overtakes and time it all right.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Stoyan would want to be P1 at this point, just with the DRS. He's probably better to stick behind. Because Forrester very aggressive on the back of Panic and almost put his nose there. With a very end of bad Forrester. There's so much more pace from the braking zone. It's just almost going all hell for leather into back of the McLaren there.
Yeah. Chato coming up to Pep. Oh. Close.
Very close battles on track all around. Grizz also on the back of Nova, very eager to get past here. The reserve to not really showing his skill. His quality didn't go to plan, obviously. With just I think setting that time a little bit earlier than he would have hoped.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Panic has a big snap. And that's going to cost him massively.
Panic going down. With Forrester going up.
Yeah, he had a snap coming out of... lost him a position. Now both RBs together make them work together to really... Stoyan's going for it on Cooper.
Stoyan's going for it.
Oh,
and right on track. Lost so much from that. Oh.
No, that is not what he...
That is not what they want to see.
He falls all the way down to P7 now. The big drama there, the two race leaders.
With Cooper keeping the lead.
That will be noted, I'm sure, for the onboards. I'm sure they'll see that after the race, and the stewards can figure out what happened there. But very unfortunate. Stoyan now has a lot of work to do to get past these guys. They're not going to get out of the way. And now that allows Cooper to probably, I would say, unless these RBs can hold him in the DRS, break away from this race, do what he does most weeks, and really extend his gap.
If they work together, they can get a 1-2.
Ricciardo gets a penalty.
Oh, and Ricciardo getting a 3-second penalty.
And military. Well,
that's going to cost a lot for RB.
They need to swap positions now and try and get Forrester in that DRS.
Yeah.
Salmon. So
and
two Asian.
And
everyone, the fatigue's kicking in. Lap 6 out of 11. Moves down the back with Ricciardo and Master swapping position now, obviously. With the penalty, Stoyan up a position.
Left, right, and center right now.
Great moves from Stoyan there to try
and contact between Nova and Ricciardo.
Yeah, Nova's lost the end plate there.
Yeah.
So he'll be struggling, especially through that second sector that he's in now. That is a terrible spot to have end plate damage. So almost as the wall losing
definitely
a lot of time to the Astons.
So close between Grizz and Nova.
Go back up to the front. Panic now, looking like he might be on shot for a podium in the sprint. If he can get past these RBs, one has a penalty. He's already on shot for a podium, as it says. But he might
Yep.
be on for a second place here if he can jump in front of Forrestal. Bit of a damage control as SJ way down in P17 currently, not having the race that he'd like. Losing more positions due to that impact damage. Master on Pep, 3/10, very, very close. And Cooper hasn't broken the DRS, but he is very comfortable in that P1 after obviously his closest competitor, Stoyd. And there we go. Panic gets the job done. Oh no, he doesn't. He has to pull out of it. Oh no, and Sammy actually hits the back of him. But everyone's still going. No end plate. Oh jeez, that was close. Panic in really big trouble here. Sammy.
The Professor with a 3-second penalty.
So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers with pens. And I think we'll see more when the highway kicks in. And Panic.
Yeah.
All that advantage he had on Forrestal is dropped off. And Sammy now looking like he wants to get the job done, and you can see that coming from a mile away there.
And Panic getting the 3-second penalty.
Yeah, that might get removed as I think Sammy, or I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Stoyan gets a free second. Down Ricciardo and Master are working together here to probably get the job done on Pep. That's what their goal would be after damage control due to that penalty from Ricciardo.
3 laps remaining in this sprint race.
I think Cooper has it sealed. It's his race to lose. His
yeah, it's his race tonight.
Wogjet Dynasty going toe for toe here as Nova's really feeling.
Sammy going. Oh, Sammy looks like he's going for it. Trying to get around Panic.
Oh, Nova pushes Dynasty off the track. And then Salmons locks up massively. They almost go straight into the back of him. So there's big racing down the back of the field too here. In the later stages of this race. As we know now.
And the Red Bull overtakes Dynasty.
Yeah, Salmons gets the job done. There's moves happening everywhere here. I'm trying to keep up. Pep really on the back of Stoyan here. As Sammy's starting to drop off. He's lost DRS and Panic. Which will allow all these guys to get past here if they can do this smartly, but there's not many laps remaining.
Stoyan trying to recover those positions.
Yeah, that penalty is going to hurt him now though.
Yeah.
Battle down the back of Nova, Ricciardo, Wogjet, Salmons and Dynasty is still intensifying. I think Dynasty's coming into
Stoyan goes for it. Oh, and just misses.
Yeah, he had to pull out of the move there. Almost. Yeah, he
almost.
Dynasty calls it in the pits. Not going to plan for him tonight. He still has another chance, obviously, in the main race.
And through goes Stoyan.
Yeah,
Past Sammy.
Pep had to react to that.
But
That was very close to an incident there.
That pen's going to affect Stoyan still.
Depends, you never know. It could break away, but if these guys continue to battle it out. But not many laps, 3 laps left or 2. Still can fight Panic for position, as Panic does have a penalty as well. Riz and Yalping going side by side too. Obviously has a penalty himself. But it has been a very intense sprint race, I must say. Everyone very eager to clean positions today. But RB have been on fire so far tonight. P2, P3 currently. Obviously that penalty won't help, but Military shouldn't lose too many positions, so he'll probably lose 1 to his teammate.
3 laps left in the sprint race.
Closest battle on track, still this one between Ricciardo and Pep. Ricciardo, that penalty's going to hurt him, but he could still get past and try and help out his teammate in some sense. Master not having a penalty yet. As we see, doesn't go for it there. I think he's just waiting for that opportunity. Pep also
Yeah.
line up Sammy. Same. Got the DRS of Stoy now, obviously, so that's not going to really help. But Nova gets
But then
the
at
job
the
on
same time,
Sammy.
both Stoin and Panic have those penalties, so they'll be dropping behind Pep and Sammy at this point in time. So they could be just keeping their place, trying to play it out, and waiting for the checkered flag.
Yeah, well, it's only the sprint race. They could be just trying to bring it home. They do have another quali and race to come.
Yeah.
Everyone's still trying to get these points in. I think it's points to 10 tonight for the sprint.
Yeah.
So these boys, both Aston getting points and Grizz. Both RBs will be some big points on that tonight, like I said at the start.
And Cooper starting his final lap of the race.
Yeah, it's his race to lose now. I don't think anyone can get there.
Nah. Four seconds in front of military.
Very close still between. Oh! Contact with. Who was that? It was. Two Asian for you, I think, went around there. Got a bit of a mistake. Professor gets another.
Oh, and Professor getting another 3-second penalty. That's 6 seconds for Professor.
Not his race tonight for sure, down in P17 currently. Pep and Machado still battling it out here. Machado goes very wide, they're almost clipping the wall. But he's still very keen to get past, even with that penalty. Still our closest battle. Forrester will jump military for P2 in the sprint. I think that will be the only position military loses, which isn't a bad spot to lose to.
Forrester can hold. If Forrester can hold back both Panic and Stoin, then they could get a 2-3.
Well, they both have penalties as well, so they won't be pressure on them. As Cooper crosses the line in P1, very good race.
And that's P1.
And there's your penalties after everyone crosses the line. Sammy somehow gets to
And
P4.
Military makes it P3.
SJ crosses the line. P13 in the end with no penalties, and then we'll wait for Deadly obviously to cross. Not the race for him. Still missing an end plate. Trying to just get to the end of that race.
Yeah.
So what were your thoughts on that one, man?
That was intense.
Yeah, very
a lot of close calls there. One spin of what I saw. Other than that, all real close calls.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see, that is your finishing order for the sprint. Cooper and P1.
With Cooper coming in first, Forrestal second, Military third, Sammy fourth, Pep fifth, Panic sixth, Master seventh, Grizz eighth, Stoin ninth, Ricciardo 10, Wog 11th, 2A 12th, SJ in 13th, Nova in 14th, T Salmons in 15th, Uncle in 16th, Professor in 17th, Deadly in 18th, and Dynasty in 19th.
Yeah, Dynasty unfortunately retiring from that one, but we'll have another chance to redeem himself in short quali for this one.
Yep.
So everyone gets a second chance. They usually get a chance to put their a new setup on as well. So that could be interesting. Everyone gets to restart. And Cooper, the one to beat for this qualifying. I think Ricciardo could be one also to apply some pressure on Cooper now that he doesn't, well, hopefully doesn't get another grid penalty, but didn't see his full potential in that first quali for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll just wait for everyone to come out on track. It looks like an
And a
Alpine.
Williams
Oh,
is coming
Williams.
out.
Yeah,
Is that Williams? Yep, Williams is coming out. Of WOG, I think.
yeah, it looks like both Williams are.
Yeah. Deadly coming out on the track first.
He will be looking for a better result than the one he just had then.
Yes, definitely.
Not
As his sprint race didn't go to plan, so he'll want to make all the points back in this full race.
out and early, everyone, fair few cars coming out early in this quali.
Yeah.
Got both Williams kick and a Haas now, both McLarens and a Mercedes. All new tyres for these boys too. They'll get 3 sets of softs for this quali session, opposed to the sprint one, which is the medium and a soft. So very interesting. I'll just get this telemetry out. In saying that, we didn't see too many incidents in that sprint race than I would have expected, being Singapore and the track. But
Yeah.
you know, it's still a lot of
I mean,
penalties.
everyone was just trying to keep their position and try and make the points instead of going for the overtakes, seeing what they can bring out.
Yeah.
So I mean, we could see something different now with the full race after this qualifying. We might have a little bit more contact.
Yeah, Deadly almost invalidating before he even started his lap there.
Yeah.
He gets through the first sector, does have a car in front of him though. Should get out of the way.
Well, starting his lap
Ooh.
around the first corner.
Doesn't burn as
Right
much
behind
battery, yeah. Doesn't burn as much
Cooper.
battery as we've seen the other guys burn there, but trying to save some
Yeah.
for the last straight. Different strategies with the battery deployment around here.
Starting Wog having his lap right behind Cooper, so this toe will give him a little bit more time towards his lap.
Yeah, the toe here, no matter what track, but the toe is a massive advantage. Especially if you can be around them for the whole lap. It does give you a little bit of understeer on the front though, but nothing too serious. Deadly will be the first to set a time in this quali. See what sort of pace the Williams has tonight. No traffic ahead. Still a lot of guys in the pits waiting to come out. Some guys might be trying to just do 2 runs. Use a set of softs in the race. I know some strategies involve softs around here. Deadly crosses the line and he was set at 28.2, so it's a little bit off the pace, but still a lap nevertheless. So we go a little bit further. Who's next? Cooper goes fastest.
Cooper getting a 26.9. Going fastest in this qualifying. And then Wog coming over with a 28.5.
Professor in the house P4. Both McLarens about to cross the line too. There you go, P3, and SJ goes P3, sorry, for 28.3, and Panic.
Panic coming into the second position with a 20. Oh, and Dynasty takes that from Panic with a 27.2.
Great lap from Dynasty. Grizz next across the line.
Yeah. But Cooper's still the one to beat tonight in Singapore.
It's P3. Just see, I think Forrestal, or sorry, 2 Agent for you will be the next to finish the lap in the Alpine.
Yeah, Forrestal.
He's not a lap in the mediums.
Yeah, he has. Going over the finish line by 28.1. Taking 5th on the grid.
Not a bad time on the mediums for Forrestal.
No, not a bad time at all.
And the Alpine of 2 Asia goes P5 with a 27.9. Salmon's next to finish the flyer. Red Bull, currently down P18, obviously, with no time.
Cooper going back into the pits.
Salmon's using all the track there. Will burn his battery up to DRS. Sorry, up to the 7th gear. Save a little bit to the end here. Really hard to get the traction down out of that corner, especially with obviously no traction control. See where this puts him. Goes P7.
Yeah. 7.
Pep will start a fire. Let you take us through that with Pep, mate.
Where is he? Here he is. Going for around corner 2. Going down, heading up to the back straight. Really good time.
Tapped the wall there. Really pushing out that exit. Oh, he goes way off. This will not be Pep's lap. He probably have to pit. Sammy still hasn't set a time either. Still on a flyer. Interesting strategies with the battery around here with some of these boys. Some of the guys burn it pretty much all in Sector 1. And some guys leave it right to the end. And Wogjet disqualified from the session. Blocking the pit lane. I'm not sure. I think second comms did just drop out, sorry guys. We'll try and get him back as soon as I can. Sammy goes P2 though with a 27-0.
Sorry about that, guys.
Ooh, good.
Oh, and Wog's disqualified from the session.
Yeah, I think he crashed into the pit lane. Blocked the front. So yeah, very unfortunate for Jet. Starts from the back. Sammy on his in lap. I don't know who else is on the next to finish lap. I don't know. Uncle Morty's invalidated. Military's invalidated. Ricciardo hasn't. He's coming through the final sector now.
Nova is going to be the next to finish his lap. Going P4 with a 27. Oh, getting taken by Dynasty.
No, Ricciardo went fastest. Fastest overall.
Oh, and Ricciardo goes fastest with a 26.9.
Stoin the next on a lap. Will want him to be redeeming himself with how that race went in the obviously the main race. Sorry, the sprint race. Did not go to plan for him.
No, it did not.
Holding his line now. He goes fastest in that sector, obviously, with the... He has not set a time yet. We know how quick he can be, though. Still plenty of battery for these back straights.
SJ about to finish his out lap. Going for his second hot lap of the night.
You see Wojciech in the comments saying someone stopped in the pit lane. And he got disqualified, which is awesome. Very unfortunate, mate. Game is still very broken. Hopefully, F1 25 is nothing like this.
Nah, hopefully not.
Stoyan invalidates. He will have to go again. Right in that last
Master
sector.
Suck coming up to the final corner of his hot lap. Will he do it? Keeping his position.
He's just starting another lap, I think.
Yeah.
Pep's in the pits. Morty on a lap 2. Still needs to set a time relatively faster than that. I think he is probably on an in lap though, I would say. Stoyan also on an in lap, so there are a few guys hard to track who's on actually a lap time at the moment.
Yeah.
I think Master's the only one currently on a fly. Six minutes 50 remaining in this session. Plenty of time.
Salmons has just started his hot lap.
Currently P13, he'll be looking for a bit of an improvement. Doesn't need much to jump a fair few positions. Master not struggling on those tyres, even though these are 2 lap old softs. Don't know if he'll finish this lap or dive in the pits, but he is pushing. Using all the track out of the exit there, but he will dive in the pits.
Looking to take back first place from Ricciardo.
Yeah.
Coming up to the final corner.
Salmons is the next to finish the lap. Finishing up the second sector now. Plenty of battery and stores.
Oh, and coming into the pits, Cooper.
Calls it. Still has plenty of time to get back out again. Everyone will have another lap to go back out.
See Salmon's coming back into the pits as well.
Professor though is opting to do his final lap early, but he is on 3 lap old
We got
tyres.
Stoyan having fastest first sector at the moment.
Down in P18, not where he'd want to be.
No.
He might jump in the pits though to not risk that and getting around again. Just set another time because all these guys are waiting in the pits for that last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's very close to invalidating now. I'm not sure how that wasn't an invalidation. But he's fastest first and second sector. We've got some Grizz fans in the chat. Currently P3. Stoyan will cross the line and see where this goes. He'll go P3. Just beats Grizz's time with a 1:26.985. Forrestal will start in next to jump in the pits, I believe. I don't think he's doing that. Professor in the pits too, so...
I mean, he might. We'll have to see when he comes up to the pits.
So, in my eyes, Kick and Aston are the ones to beat tonight. They are looking super strong.
Yes. With Ricciardo and Cooper being the top 2 drivers at the moment, everyone's going to go after them.
So everyone now is
And
waiting.
Forrest still going back into the pits.
So, only 2 cars on track are just coming to the pits as well, so we'll just wait now until the last flying laps of the session. 3 minutes 30 remaining.
Yep.
And who do you think will
Oh, I know, McLaren's came out of the pits. Oh, McLaren of Panic has just came out.
Coming out a bit earlier, trying to beat the traffic. He will be the first to set the final run of times. And a Ferrari is by the looks of it. Oh no, Stoyan's just going.
Ferrari of Nova coming out of the pits to start his outlap.
So who's your prediction on pole, mate? You reckon Ricciardo or Cooper? Or even Stoyan, I mean. Or even Grizz or anyone else. I don't know.
Yeah, Grizz has bring a lot to Div 4 tonight. So, I mean, this one's hard.
Yeah, he has. He's definitely put his name on the map as a reserve tonight.
Yep. Coming out the pits. As well as Forrestal and Military.
Panic just warming his tyres. Very hard to get heat into the tyres in this game.
Yes.
I reckon our pole will be low. I reckon mid 26s, like towards 26.5 or something like that. I reckon.
Yeah. I'm thinking 26.4 maybe. At lowest.
Panic starts his last flyer. He'll be throwing it all on the line, nothing to lose now. Through the first sector. Nice and tight, he will burn a lot of battery here, not a lot, but out of that corner. Stays in third out of there.
Nova's started his lap as well.
Yeah, so Paddock's got a little bit of a toll in front of him, which will benefit him massively. Professor's retired, on track, he's hit the wall.
Oh, and Professor's out.
Hopefully that doesn't impact anyone. I actually believe he's just retired.
Retired on track.
Yeah. His car's still mobile. So that will be noted for the stewards, but Panic does have a little bit of traffic ahead of him, which won't hurt him because they're both on laps. The tow is going to be massive here.
Cooper starting his lap.
Panic could be on
seeing if he
here.
can take that pole.
Does have fastest first sector, but it did just get snatched off Cooper, I think.
Oh, and Ricciardo also starting his final lap of this qualifying.
Everyone now on track pretty much. It'll be a dash to the line. There you go, Panic set.
Stoin just making it over the flag to start his final lap of this quali.
See what Nova can do. He goes P7. Solid improvement there. The Aston's next. I think that's Master.
Oh, and Ricciardo looking to go slow on the track, and Panic taking pole position at this time with a 26.8.
Oh, Master hit the wall quite hard.
It doesn't look good for Ricciardo though, as he just slowed down on track on his final lap.
Yeah, Master goes P4. I think he lost a few tenths there. He hit the wall. Stoin's invalidated.
I think that's Ricciardo.
Cooper's fastest, 26.5. Military though is finished as well. Panic finished in P3. He cannot improve. Actually, I think he's still on a lap. He is. No, he's not. A lot of these guys are done. Grizz though, P8 currently, could upset these top three here.
I'm interested to see where Ricciardo sits at now, as he just messed up his final lap of the quali.
He's invalidated.
Yeah.
Will not be able to finish it or improve, so at best start P5. I think that's everyone else behind done as well, so that will be a starting grid.
Nova coming up to the final corner. Going back into the pits.
Yeah.
So it looks like this is our starting grid. We have Cooper starting in pole position for the race tonight. Military second, Grizz third, Panic fourth, Chardo fifth, Master sixth, Forrestal seventh, Stoin eighth, Sammy ninth, Nova in 10th, Dynasty in 11th, Governor in 12th, Pep in 13th, 2A in 14th, and I have lost everything. Because it just finished. Here we are. 2A in 14th. T Salmons in 15th. Deadly in 16th. Uncle in 17th. Professor in 18th. And Wogs starting at the back of the grid for tonight's race.
Yeah, very unfortunate there with the DSQ due to that pit lane.
Yeah.
Will be investigated, I'm sure, after the race. What a quali. Cooper the Bot once again pole.
That was one heck of a quali.
26.52, so pretty much spot on with what we said. No rain too. Not rain in any of these sessions, so that's not what anyone was expecting. I was expecting rain in at least one session.
Yeah.
So tell us your thoughts on this race, mate.
I reckon this is gonna be a good race. A lot of contact probably. But I mean, it could go anyone's way at this point, as everyone has put in a good lap in that quali. So it could be anyone's race. After looking at the sprint as well.
Could go anywhere with the chaos too. Hopefully everyone can get through turn 1. No issues.
Yeah.
Take us away, mate, for the race.
3 and 5 lights and lights out. And away we go. Going down first corner. Cooper getting a really good launch off there and taking the lead of this Grand Prix.
Oh, big chaos at the back with the McLaren.
2 Astons almost making contact. Oh, wheel to wheel with the Astons.
God, everyone, there's so many colours here.
Master takes 5th. Military trying to chase down Cooper.
Oh, the Aston! Chaos, big crash. The Haas is around and rejoins. Oh no.
Oh no.
Sorry guys.
I missed that.
Yeah, Sammy all the way down in 19th now. I'm not sure what happened there. I saw an Aston just drifting. Just trying to...
Cooper keeping pole position. First P1 against Military.
Yeah, he's...
Really impressive right now.
There's going on the hards. Pep on the hards.
Oh, and contact between the Ferrari and Mercedes of Dynasty.
Yeah, now these guys trying to get through in the McLaren and the Alpine. Big
Dynasty
move.
going down to 15th.
Oh no. Pep trying to get the move done up into P12. There's absolute...
Oh, and into the wall goes a McLaren and Mercedes of Dynasty dropping all the way to the back of the grid for an early pit stop to change out his wing.
Which wing made contact with there? Oh. Big chaos.
I think it was SJ made contact with Dynasty. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, chaos on this. Oh, second lap. Singapore. Just switching up here and moves up the top to Panic and Master.
Panic. Oh, and Master takes back P4. Huge fight for P4 at the moment between Master and Panic.
Yeah, awesome racing between those two. The tyre strategies throughout this grid are very interesting. A few guys starting on the softs. A few guys on the hards are going long. Dynasty, unfortunately, having to pit early. Now Grizz trying to get up there with his teammate. The kicks are looking very good tonight. Very, very good. P1, P3 currently.
Oh, and that Alpine and Ferrari went wheel to wheel, almost causing a crash.
Yeah, there's a lot of little battle packs forming. You've got top 3, the middle pack, and then 2 little packs at the back here. Grid's fastest.
Grid's fastest.
Don't forget, guys, if you want us to ride on board with anyone, use your shadow points. Or it's getting a bit spicy up in here about to turn 1. Moves happening.
Oh, and Governor going for an early pit stop to change out his wing. It was Governor that made contact with Dynasty.
Very interesting. Panic losing a position to Master.
Really big battle between Ricciardo and Panic right now.
Yeah, there's battles forming.
With Ricciardo trying to get that P5 position.
2 Asian for you also really applying the pressure on the back of that Ferrari Nova. It doesn't look comfortable.
Ricciardo on the back of Panic. Trying to go. Oh, and he drops back. Just a tad.
Nova loses that position to the Alpine. He doesn't look comfortable, I was about to say, in that car tonight. Not as we've seen over the last few weeks. Maybe not the setup for him tonight.
2 Hasses right next to each other. Sammy chasing Professor. Oh! Oh, I thought I saw something.
Ricciardo and Panic are still going toe for toe. We saw these guys battle in the sprint too, but no penalties yet in this race. Everyone on equal playing grounds. I am sure we will see some roll in towards the end, but that battle at the top still intensifying. Military's doing a solid job holding that position.
And Cooper's doing a really good job holding first position.
Yeah, absolutely. Having his teammate there will help. Stoyan also looking dangerous on the back of that RB.
Oh, and the RB almost makes contact with the wall.
Stoyan is one to watch though, starting on the hard tyre. If we don't get any safety cars and he goes long, he will be on the fastest tyre at the end. Safety cars are a big talking point tonight. Salmons and Pep.
Oh, and Pep gets the overtake on Salmons.
Yeah, no problems there. I think those softs are already starting to die off.
Yep. We're going to see a lot of pit stops now. Yep. Forrester's gone into the pits on the mediums.
Interesting.
Shadow and Panic back at it with this huge battle for P5.
It's been going for a while, but I think Ricciardo might go for it. He's really burning now.
He goes for it, takes the inside and gets that P5 position.
Yeah, it was a great move there. Not a lot, very confident under the brakes.
On Stoyan catching up to P6. Joining in with this battle.
He's in a solid position here, Stoyan. He's in the DRS now, the lead pack. On a slower tyre, so watch out for him tonight. He will probably be fighting in that podium positions at the end if nothing else happens. That he will be on a very quick tyre. But Aston and Kick right now are looking very solid.
Oh, and Pep goes for a little slide.
That allows Salmons to get the move done.
Yeah.
Pep might want to go back up the inside though. It looks like he will.
Wheel to wheel. And Pep gets that position back from Salmons.
Good racing so far for this race. Everyone had the sprint to practice and driving very well in this race for sure.
Yeah.
Very intrigued in this top 3 battle too. These guys are just seem to be working together.
Yeah.
But Master is not allowing it. He's starting to reel in a little bit. 2.3 now.
Yeah.
Panic and Ricciardo still teeing off on each other, but the more they fight, The more this allows Stoin just hanging in on DRS.
Yeah.
But other than that, the battles are just a bit slow. Look down at the back. Uncle Morty and Deadly going side by side. P15 for the last point on track. Uncle goes off track. Still fighting for points down in these positions, so it's always worth it to continue on. But you never know what can happen around Singapore. We have seen rain. I remember last season it was a very, very crazy round at Singapore. But no rain on the track at the moment. And I'm not sure if we're expecting any. But we haven't had any rain here yet.
Military thinking about going for the overtake on Cooper.
He's got a lot of battery. Oh, he made a mistake, and that's going to allow Grizz to go.
And Grizz
pulls out of it.
Grizz almost gets in.
It's a great opportunity there for Grizz, but he might be comfortable behind. They might feel better squeezing Military. Probably no reason for him to get ahead. Other than that, like I said, that is our closest battle other than Deadly and Uncle. Panic and Richardo, though, these guys are
Sammy trying to catch up to Salmons.
He is, though. He's in 210s. I think those soft tires are dead.
And goes for the overtake and successfully gets around. Contact between the two. And Salmons keeps that position.
And we saw that similar situation there with Uncle and Deadly. It's not enough room for two cars there. Story about this track in multiple parts of this spot. Especially in that hairpin, you can definitely not fit two cars where these boys are about to go through here. It's a terrible spot.
Yeah.
And they're very close and actually touches the back of the Red Bull there a little bit. Gives them a little bit of a hurry up. He does want to get the move done. Around the outside here, and this could end bad. They do it very nicely though. Good racing between those two. Very good racing as...
Trying to catch Pep now.
Yeah, see if they can work together. If they stop fighting, they might have a chance of reeling in that gap.
Nova takes P9 from Pep.
I think Pep might have had a moment out of the final corner.
Oh, we're seeing a couple pits right now.
Trying to get an undercut, maybe. Lockjack goes on the medium, so he'll have to be going for a free stop. I don't think the medium's got to the end.
Oh, we still got that battle going on between the top three.
Yeah, Sanders' battle between Panic and Richardo. Grizz is having a very impressive debut tonight.
Military almost hitting that wall, making a mistake. Can Grizz catch him?
98% battery too. It's only a matter of time before the kicks pull the trigger, try and break away from this race. I must say though, the Military is doing a phenomenal job holding off these two kicks. Panic's getting a little bit closer to Richardo. 3/10, 4/10. Richardo does not have the DRS of his team.
Pulling away from Military by almost a second.
Looking a little bit further down, Pep looking like he want to make a move on Nova. I think his tyres, the hard tyres, are probably more optimal tyre at the moment. As we see Professor Pitt. Might be a little bit early. Let's wait and see. Pep having a great battle here with Nova. These tyres will be absolutely in their firing range now. I think those mediums will be scrap. Pep makes a mistake though and loses.
Panic going after Richardo.
It's almost lost DRS. SJ and Dynasty also battling down in P15 for the last positions.
That's deadly, slowing down.
The Kick and Aston, if they can secure these positions, still are huge gains. Both constructors and overalls. But Pep and Panic, Stoyan and all these guys still have something to answer for it, I think, on that hard tyre.
Military catching Cooper.
Panic and Ricciardo made contact. No damage though, but yeah, a bit of an issue there. Panic almost out of DRS now. Nova gets the job done on Pep. No, he doesn't. Pep comes back, snaps back and gets it done. Nova missing an end plate, so he did that in the sprint as well. He'll be struggling now until he has to pit. Especially, like I said, in that second sector. It'd be terrible to drive. You see him struggling through there now.
This, I think, is one of the hardest tracks to drive without an end plate.
Yeah. Charter and Pep.
But as soon as you do one wrong move, you're straight into that wall.
Absolutely. And this is battling between Ricciardo and Panic has brought Stoyan right into their doorstep, and now his tyres would be optimal. I would not be surprised if we see Stoyan here get past these two. Big stat though out of turn 3. He's had to burn a little bit of battery to catch him though, so he can save that back up now. Ricciardo, Panic, both have very little battery though.
It's
and Master,
really close to the military.
Master's dropped off too, massively. So Nova's made the call and pitted. Fix that wing and get on a fresh set of tyres. Probably not the worst time to pit. Some of these guys might, up the front, that top 6, we might see some pit stops soon for an undercut. Oh, Stoy hits the wall. I'm not sure if he's got damage.
Doesn't look like he's got damage.
Just loses a little bit of time to Panic, but still in that DRS, so no stress. Moving up the top, no pit stops for the top 3 yet. Go around another lap, and so do the rest. So it'll be interesting to see who pulls that trigger first, because whoever does will get a little bit of an advantage. Stoyan though will be on that fast tyre in the end here.
You got Grizz trying to go around military and dropping back now.
Yeah, they've just been sort of... Oh, 3 wide here for P5. Panic, Stoyan and Ricciardo all battling it out. It's great racing here.
On the back of Panic, looking to get that overtake. But Panic is not letting that through. And keep position 5.
Ricciardo... I reckon those mediums...
Ricciardo now joining him.
Oh yeah, I think those medium tyres are toast. I think he's really struggling. Stoyan is looking way more confident under braking than these two guys around him. Should be able to pick him off relatively easy here.
Oh, almost went for the overtake.
Panic to see how much further under braking.
Going for the overtake. Down the inside line. And Stoin keeps P5.
Oh, Ricciardo's in the pits. And Grizz gets a 10-second...
And Grizz gets a
Oh,
10 second for speeding in the pits.
No.
With Master getting P3.
That's huge.
Cooper's gonna have to pit soon for new tyres. He's on the mediums.
Oh, Master's left the session.
And Professor getting a 3 second.
And we've got a safety car. What's that for? Who's finished? Who's retired? Professors.
That's Salmons without end plates.
No, Salmons is okay.
No, Salmon. What?
Is it Morty? No, Morty's okay.
Oh, it's Professor. He has no wing.
Professor. Oh, yes. What the hell? Chaos on lap 13. The Master needs an invite if possible, mate. I think he's decent and possibly deadly as well.
Yep.
But other than that, everyone now has an opportunity to pit. This is going to hurt a few people's races, especially the guys on the hard tyre. They're trying to go long from the start. Let's see.
Who was that needed the invite? Master?
Master, yeah.
Cooper going into the pits and keeping position 1, heading out of the pits.
It's very big for Cooper's race. Master still manages to pit, but hopefully we can get him back in. See, everyone now coming out. Stoin on the medium, so this is going to be big for his race. Are they going to be okay till the end? No, that's a lot of laps.
Professor struggling at the back with... Oh, wait. He's got a front wing now. Looks like he's struggling at the back.
Master's not online, so... Hopefully we can get him back in before the safety car ends. Has not been too bad yet because he hasn't had any racing laps under DC, which is good. But everyone now will be pitting on Wogjet. Will probably have to pit, or I don't know.
Yeah, Master has gone offline. From the looks of it.
Dynasty on the soft tyre. They will definitely not get to the end. I don't know. I can't remember. I think it was a 27.58 or something like that. Paul?
I think it was a... Yeah, oh, yeah, 27.58. No, 26.58, I think it was.
Yeah, one of those two. So Cooper has been in control pretty much this whole race. He's done very well here, and he's lost his teammate now. That protection that he had behind, and now he has to also serve a 10-second time penalty, which is very, very unfortunate. That's going to really hurt his race, and he's pretty much got the only penalty other than Professor. 10 seconds and 3 for Professor. Looking at your position changes, and your biggest gainers Wogjet currently with 11 up. Biggest loser looks to be Dynasty down 7. No, sorry, Forrestal down 8. Professor's down 1.
Everybody warming up those tyres to get ready to race again.
Yeah, I think we'll have one more lap, or maybe in this lap. One stop, and then for everyone, and then a couple of guys having to do 2 stops. Forrestal, Dynasty, and Professor. So I would say Grizz, I think Grizz is just going to run to the end of the race and cop the penalty at the end, but serving it under safety car would have been ideal. Unfortunately, if he pits now, he will have to put on mediums and they will be used, I'd say, so he will race be over, so he'll just have to cop the 10-second lead at the end. Safety car in this lap. Backing the field up now, everyone has caught back up. A lot less penalties so far than we saw.
Everyone at least now doing 1 stop in the pits. With only 3 on 2 stops.
Yeah. When does Cooper go? Usually people try and go out of the exit of the chicane here to catch him off guard, but let's see. He goes a bit later. Going to take him all the way up. There he goes. Flat to the floor.
And off we go.
He doesn't catch Military napping too much. If anything, he caught Master napping more than anything. And Master's now under pressure from Stoin. Has to defend into turn 1. And they make contact. And there's a few moves going on under the safety car restart. There's also an end plate come off there between, I think, possibly...
Oh, and Cooper's got a 3-second penalty.
And there's a retirement. Nova's gone around, and now there's a safety car. And we say it all the time. Safety car breeds safety car, but I'm not sure what happened.
It'd be a smart time for Grizz to go into the pits and serve that 10.
Yeah, there's end plates everywhere. That looks like a McLaren wing there.
Yep, 1 McLaren wing.
It is Panic. Panic is missing his left end plate. Absolutely crazy scenes on that restart.
What happened with Nova?
I'm not sure, I missed that one, but he is out of the race, unfortunately. I think he got tangled up, possibly with... Well, the only one that has damage is Panic, but I think it was a different incident.
And Military taking the lead of this race.
Safety car, breeze, safety car. What do you reckon? Do you reckon we'll see Grizz pit?
Probably. I mean, if he wants to get a good position, he's going to have to pit to get rid of that 10.
Master's joined. It's really not that bad for Master yet. He's only lost 1 position.
Oh, and he misses the pits. He's going all the way.
He's committed to it. See Panic, Wogjet, and Salmons, Uncle Morty all pit. And Dynasty and Forrestal. So a lot of guys have damage, I think, on that restart. Forrestal, oh no. Forrestal hit the back of Dynasty into the pit lane. I think we've seen that about 5 times this weekend already. In Mexico as well. In Div 1 last night. And we most likely will see it in Div 2. It's a terrible pit entry here. So everyone gets a second break now with the safety car. We might go in this lap if everyone can catch up for the 3rd sector, I'd say, but I don't think they will. I think
Cooper wants to take this win, he's going to have to be 3 seconds in front of Military.
Yeah, I don't think military's his problem at this stage. I think Stoin's going to be the one to beat in this race now. I think he's on the fastest tyre, no penalty. But Master...
Stoin might have to pit, as we have a few more laps left. But will those medium tyres take him all the way?
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently Master can't take control. Try and get him to leave, mate. Just quit the game and restart this thing one more time, hopefully, before the safety car. If not, hopefully we can get him to just retire so that he's out of the way. We'll get 1 point to him, but hopefully he can take control if he joins back. This game is very terrible. I don't know how that's still a problem, that bug. Oh. This Cooper almost goes into the back of military there. Just tell us your thoughts about this race so far, mate.
It's been a lot of contact between every single driver, at least.
Yeah.
It can be anyone's race at this point, with Cooper having a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Unless you can get it removed, but at this stage, it'll be very hard to hold off some of these guys behind Master. If Master can get back into the race, Stoin as well, and Ricciardo wants to watch. Obviously, military is under investigation with overtaking under safety car, so have to wait and see how that goes. But you get a mixture of tyres too. There's going to be some quick guys down the back on the mediums. They're going to be very, very fast at the start of this race. And they'll be looking to make these positions up early before their tyres. Yeah, just get him to retire, mate. As we have safety car in this lap. We'll see when military goes, because we see Cooper went just before that first left-hander.
Yeah.
Oh, Cooper gets a 10-second.
Another second.
Oh no. Military's gone away and he's caught Cooper napping. That's going to allow Stoin maybe to do what he did at the last restart. Go for it, but Grizz might do that actually. On Master. Master's still AI.
Oh my gosh, that 20-second pen puts Cooper all the way to the back of the grid.
Now Aston's obviously Ricciardo trying to get past his teammate, with unfortunately Master being AI, and there's chaos down the back too with a lot of overtakes on this
Cooper
restart.
going for the overtake and successfully brings back P1.
Oh!
That does have that 20.
Oh no, Maples just killed Stoin. Stoin has dropped to 18th, unfortunately. That is very unfortunate.
I missed that. What happened?
Yeah, I don't actually know, but he spun across the track and took Stoin with him. Don't know if there was contact between him and Cooper.
So many 3 seconds just going off just then.
Yeah, Master, just get him to retire, mate, if he can retire. So see Sammy and SJ now battling it out side by side.
Cooper on a 13-second penalty. Grizz on a 10-second penalty. Uncle on a 3-second penalty. Professor on a 6-second penalty. And Stoin on a 3-second penalty.
Oh, SJ had to ride the curve there. He looked like he took it way too sharp, sorry. These guys on the mediums are going to be super quick. And you can see how fast they are compared to SJ.
Sammy trying to go for the overtake on Master.
Gets it done. Oh, no, he doesn't. Master's still AI, so Sammy...
That AI almost putting Sammy into the wall.
There's chaos, and SJ's off the track. He's losing multiple positions. What's happened there? I think he just got out of the way, to be fair. He's on 17 lap tyres. It's going to be absolutely dreadful. And he's in all sorts of trouble here because every single person behind him is on fresh mediums. So we could see, oh, we've got chaos. That's another McLaren. That's panic. So this is hectic. We're in some of the biggest teams down the back. McLaren and Merck really is struggling tonight. Pep's up in 6th, but and then obviously now Kick has really flipped on
Ricciardo going on the overtake on Grizz, trying to get that P3.
Master has joined. See if he can take control. Oh, Dynasty trying to get the move done on Master. See what happens here. He's gonna go for it into turn 1. Got the 2 Williams ahead of it now. Oh my god, he almost hit the back. He did hit the back of Deadly there, but no issues. These guys are pushing super hard here. Dynasty looks like he might want to go for this move now. And
gets the overtake on Deadly Dynasty.
Pulls out. Oh, he gets it done. Camera angle was terrible there. And now he's got Wogjet ahead of him, so Dynasty on a charge here on this restart. Two Asian for you in the Alpine, so the Great Race 2 up into P5, and now these penalties ahead could really fall into his hands now.
I mean, we've only got 1 Alpine on the track tonight. And he's bringing that car home really well.
He is. This will be solid points if he can bring it home. Dynasty and Wogjet still going toe for toe here. They're on the same amount of tyres. They want to be. They're
getting really close to that wall, almost making.
They would be able to, if they work together here, they'll be actually to catch Sammy. Sammy is on 10 lap old tyres.
Now Williams is going into pit. Deadly's going into pit.
Doesn't think those tyres can get to the end by the looks of it. Pep also super close to Alpine at the front. Those tyres, he'll need to use them while he can, and Masters left the session again. Pep's looking dangerous here. He's set the fastest first sector. Looking very, very fast on those tyres. Ricciardo, though,
trying to get around Masters AI.
I tell you what, Ricciardo's on track for a P1 here.
Yeah.
If he can jump in front of Grizz early and start reeling in military, but military does have investigations surrounding him, possible penalties, so
all we know at this moment is Ricciardo and 2A are both on the podium.
Yeah. Dynasty might be going for the move on Wogjet soon. Might even be on this straight. He's got a lot of battery. Or they may continue to work together. They're almost caught Sammy. 2 seconds. Dynasty gets a 3 second.
Dynasty getting a 3-second penalty.
Saw that on stream too. Very unfortunate. They're just pushing very hard. The penalties are now going to start creeping in for some of these guys, and like SJ's definitely going to have to pit again. Maybe not, but 20 lap tyres, he'd be struggling. in the world of hurt compared to these guys around him. He is reserving up a division tonight, bear in mind, so doing the best he can, and Uncle Morty gets the job done on those fresh
Wait,
tyres.
trying to catch Ricciardo.
They're getting quite close together.
Yeah.
2A's actually got some pace tonight. He's really come out of the woodworks, kept out of the drama. Penalties will be the big thing if you can not get a penalty in this.
Yeah, on the back of 2A and Ricciardo trying to get those positions as well.
Yeah. Those tyres will drop off soon though, compared to those two around him. Moving a little bit further down, Uncle Morty now really close to the back of his sister team. Panic's retired, but that's in the pits. Called it. Has not been the night for him. Very unfortunate too. Very out of control incidents.
But Governor still coming home with points at this time.
Yes, about 7 to 6 laps remaining, depending where you are on track.
Yep.
And these guys will just be trying to hold on now, especially SJ. I mean, those tyres to be screaming at him. Sammy and Wogjet battling it out now.
Morty getting the overtake on Forrestal.
Forrest.
Dynasty, Sammy, and Wog all fighting for Peanut 7 at this point in time.
Yeah, Sammy's tyres would probably hurting a little bit. But they will be, and not too bad towards the end compared to these mediums around him. Wogjet now will be under some pressure.
On 12 lap hards.
I think Sammy's going to go for the move on Wogjet. Decides not to. They could work together here. They can reel in Pep. If they can jump into that lead pack, they could be in talks of podiums. I mean, obviously, with those penalties to come and whatnot, and what else drama is to unfold, they're not too far off that lead pack. And Professor gets a free second.
Really good racing tonight, though, from everyone.
Yeah, I must say the overtakes that were done correctly were done very well.
On Forrestal getting a 3-second penalty.
At that stage, he will fall behind SJ and Summons. A lot of penalties now wrapping in. Summons very close to SJ with that end plate. Is he missing both end plates? Or just the one? He's missing both, and somehow he's continuing to drive that car.
Who are we looking at?
Summons.
Diamonds, where are we at? Here we are.
2 end plates missing on that thing, unless I'm blind, but no, definitely.
No, he is missing 2 end plates. Somehow driving that car with no end plates.
I'm doing a very good job, I must say, because that car looks very stable.
Yeah.
Looks more stable than me on a lap.
Oh yeah, same here.
So very good job from Summons there, trying to bring that car home. I mean,
Ways drops way back from Ricciardo. What happened there?
I'm not sure. He's lost DRS.
Pep trying to get the overtake. Oh.
Jeez.
And 2A getting a 3-second penalty.
Oh, that's huge. That's big. That means Pep now falls into that bracket. And that is just music to ears to people around them with no penalties, and Pep gets the job done on him. Great move there. And Pep's also missing an end plate. A lot of guys carrying wounded cars at the moment. There's an Aston there too with no end plate. A lot of guys just trying to bring the cars home. This race has not been the race for a lot of them.
No, it has not.
Sammy and Wogjet still relatively close together. Machado and Grizz. I mean, Machado, I would say, is favourite for P1 here, and we've got to start talking about driver of the day.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it'd be hard to ignore Machado, but
Yeah.
I'm just going to have a look at the position changes, because Wogjet's up 12, Machado's up 1, but he has done a lot of work on track. I think anyone without a penalty is well deserved.
I reckon Wog might take driver of the day today.
Yeah, we got to give 2 names.
What?
Unfortunately, I can't do a poll, but I can't say he's my driver, but I would say Pep. It's my second driver of the day. He's got damage and he's P5.
Yeah.
P5 currently, no penalty.
I'd have to go the same with you, yeah. Wog and Pep as my driver. Well, Wog as my driver of the day, but then Pep as my second.
So yeah, the 2 picks, guys. The 2 driver of the day picks are Pep and Wogjet. So whatever name is the last in the chat out of those 2, because I can't do a poll, will be driver of the day. See, go back to tyres. Military Maple gets a penalty, so that's sealed the deal for Ricciardo at this stage if he can reel in a little bit of a gap. And we got yellows too. What's happened there? That's a
that's a DNFing.
That's a safety car. Oh wow, this is
What
huge.
happened there? Stoyner has no front wing.
Wow. Wow, this is massive. Who pits?
And we're gonna have, say, the Ferrari pitting. What are the tyres looking like? I think the Ferrari might be pitting to get a new wing.
No, SJ gets 10-second penalty into the pit lane.
SJ with a 10 seconds.
So do these top runners pit? They've missed the pit lane.
Salmon's pitting.
You have to put softs on.
Yeah.
And if you don't
There's
have a penalty,
3 laps to go.
if you don't have a penalty, it's huge. Absolutely huge.
Yeah. Ricciardo might be taking first tonight. Impressive drive from him.
Yeah, absolutely. And these guys with no penalties would be hoping to push in. I mean, I don't know who we're going to see pit up the top. Don't know if we will see anyone pit in that top pack.
Yeah, I mean, Ricciardo in 4th, bringing 1 position up. So starting in 5th, going to 4th, but keeping 4th the entire race tonight. That has been really impressive.
Absolutely. You see here, they're not going to pit, so they go around again. Oh no, there is a Grizz. He's going to come in and serve his pen. So he will fall a fair way down.
But if he pushes all the way back up, that means he keeps that position. And could possibly, if he comes out at the right position, could get pole. Not pole, podium.
Yeah, he's going to fall down.
If he plays this out right.
Pull down behind the Red Bull.
Eyes are on, and off we go. And comes out in front of Dynasty. We're going to see a huge battle between these 2.
Yeah, we're only going to have 2 laps of racing. And they've got to push to catch back up too, because safety car will be in this lap. Has to be. There has to be 2 laps of racing. Very interesting scenes. This is going to be chaotic, and we've got a recipe of disaster here with a lot of guys on new tyres and a lot not. Very interesting to see who can
Ricardo
survive
having
this.
first at this point of time.
Yeah, he just needs to hold on here and not get a penalty himself.
Yeah. With Pep possibly taking second.
Well, yes, at this stage he will. He will be second or third at least.
Safety car is in this lap. Final 2 laps of this race.
I don't know if Grizz and Dynasty are going to catch back up.
Oh, and Salmon's getting another 3-second penalty.
Okay, so just take us away, mate, for our safety car restart. We'll see when Cooper goes green. But
Slowly coming around to up to the final corner, waiting to get the... And he goes for it. Catching Military off guard, it looks like. But Military catches up, starts to catch up.
yeah, it was a decent start, and there's overtaken to turn 1 with Pep and Wogjet. Wogjet doesn't get the job done.
Oh, and Sammy getting a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Just got on the outer line there, got stuck on the curb.
Ricciardo catching Military, trying to catch Military.
Ricciardo needs to push here. He can't let these top 2 get away from him.
2A behind Ricciardo, trying to get some positions to keep his penalty out of reach of everyone else.
I don't think these top 2 can break far enough away from Ricciardo, especially not Cooper. But Military maybe if Ricciardo battles with 2A. But there's battles all down the grid here. We've got a Red Bull and Merc going side by side here, and he just goes straight into him in the... Oh, no.
Oh, into the wall they go.
That's not the crash we want to see on a straight like that. So you see Masters in a really good position here too. Look at all the guys ahead of him with penalties, but he's a long way off the pack. Let's see up the top here. DRS enabled for the final lap, and we will see here who can get this. Ricciardo, I don't think, has any threat around him. He just needs to not get a penalty. Wogjet and
Military trying to catch Cooper right now. Seeing if he can get that 3 seconds away from Ricciardo to take pole position.
Yeah, I think Pep could be on for a podium here, possibly Wogjet, if he can get past, but Pep on those 3-lap tyres, and
Military past Cooper.
Wogjet gets the move done, and that opens up a podium. Ricciardo just hanging into that DRS, moving a little bit further down. There's battles everywhere, can't keep up. Grizz and Sammy. Grizz on no penalties now, and he doesn't get to use those softs up.
Trying to get around Sammy.
Yeah, and I think he's going to have to.
Is he going to go for it? Nah.
He has to go for it in a second. Pep. Sammy has a penalty. Pep doesn't, so he's not really fighting Sammy. Sammy. 9. Oh, I just heard a bang. What was that?
Almost into the wall goes 2A.
I heard a bang.
Yeah, 2A almost went into the wall. He hit his back tyre.
Coming up the top, I think we're going to see these guys finish on the track first, but Ricciardo will jump them. Well, watch her across the line. This is huge for Ricciardo. What a race.
What a race.
Crosses the line. He'll go to P1.
Taking out pole.
And Wogjet, where does he finish? He'll go to
Military
P3.
in second. Wog in third. 2A in fourth. Pep in fifth. Grizz sixth. Deadly seventh. Sammy in eighth. Forrestal in ninth. Cooper in 10th. Dynasty in 11th. Uncle in 12th. Salmons in 13th. Stoin in 14th. Master in 15th. But Master's an AI. So really, Governor has 15th. Unless, did Master make it back in?
I'm not sure, mate. I think he finished the 70% of the race anyway, so.
So either way, it's 1 point for each. Well, if Master made it back in, it's 1 point for Master, and SJ made it out with nothing.
There you go, the driver of the day, Wog
It
Jet.
goes to Wog.
He was picked from the comms anyway, so good drive from him.
Congrats to Wog for driver of the day.
If you could tag our top three, mate, in the Div 4 chat to get it into the comms box. So I run us through our finishing standings for the race. So Ricciardo, Military, and Wogjet get in the comms box if possible, but that is your finishing results for the race. Jump back over to the sprint quick when you get all these for the standings.
Where are we? They all have different names.
Some big
We got Ricciardo, Military.
Big stints from drivers here. Wildjet from P19 to P3. Two Asian from P14 to P4. Pep from P13 to P5. Deadly from P16 to P7. Like a lot of big gains here tonight from a lot of drivers.
Yeah. Wog J. This one. This one. That's one. Chato and Military in what car was Military in?
Barbie. Yeah. And then
that is Robert. Robert or Penguin?
Penguin, I think.
Penguin.
And then Ricciardo, that's it. I think we'll...
box for interview.
We've got Ricciardo in anyway, so hopefully we can get P3 in before we jump straight to... There we go, Wogjet. So we'll kick it off with
we got Wog.
P3 anyway, so we're not just waiting. But Wogjet, mate, I mean, you got driver of the day, a podium, P19 on the grid, 2 P3. It looked like it was a doom and gloom weekend for you, mate. I mean, sprint didn't go to plan, DSQ'd in quali for the race. It looked like a really dark race, man. I'm not going to lie to you, I was sighing a bit watching it, but you really turned it around. So just tell us a little bit about how you did that, mate. It was chaotic out there for sure.
Hey, boys. Yeah, look, the quali really ruined me, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to try a different strat and go for a two-stopper. That first safety car come out, and I thought, should I just chuck some hards on? And I thought, nah, you know what, stuff it. I'm just going to risk it and stay on the meds. And I guess it paid off, and those other safety cars made me catch up to the rest of the group. Just head down, mate. Try to stay out of, tried not to get any track limits, etc. So, yeah, I'm stoked.
Yeah, well, I think that was the deciding factor, mate, between you and Ricciardo tonight. Just being clean and staying out of drama, but not getting those pens is what boosted you both into these positions. So massive effort, mate. And yeah, I'm happy, but yeah, you should be very happy, mate. And after the last few weeks for you, this has been a massive result. So yeah, good job, mate, and good job on driver of the day. I'll hand you over to Cooper.
Yeah, hey Wog, congrats for driver of the day tonight.
Thanks, mate.
During qualifying, what was going through your mind when it ended and starting off with the race and seeing all those crashes around you?
Are you talking about sprint quali or the feature quali?
Feature quali.
Oh, look, mate, I just, went to go out of the pits and the car in front of me just slowed right down. I had to stop, and then bang, I seen the DSQ, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to have to send it as hard as I can. And that was my goal, mate, because I know the last few races haven't been going the best. And I know I've got the pace and the capability. So I stuck it through, mate. And congrats to Falla as well, mate. So double points for us boys this weekend. So I'm very happy regardless.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Great job from you guys.
Good job tonight.
Alright, well that
Thanks,
was...
Cooper. Thanks, Dita.
No worries, mate. Good job. That was P3
All
Wogjet. We
good.
haven't got P2 in, unfortunately, but hats off to Military. But we'll jump over to Ricciardo, another guy that kept it clean all race and really was the benefit of the doubt, really jumping 2 spots in the end to get P1. Mate, tell us a little bit about your story of events. I mean, it was chaotic out there. I saw you have incidents. You just got uninventable things happen ahead of you, and it just looked bad, then good, bad, then good, and then, yeah, really good at the end there, mate. So just tell us a little bit about what you saw.
I'm a bit shocked, really. I do not deserve the win at all. Everyone had so much more pace than me, but I just managed to keep it tidy and get no penalties. I was just lucky this time.
Yeah, and saying that, yeah, it's lucky, but not getting pens is one thing in its own, and yeah, it definitely paid off tonight, mate. And once again, P1, huge points for Aston. Didn't really go the way for your teammate, unfortunately, DCing, but yeah, I'm sure you and your team would be stoked with that result, no matter if you didn't feel like you deserved it, still a P1. And yeah, massive effort, mate, so I'll hand you over to Coops.
Yeah, hey Ricciardo. Good job tonight. What was going through your mind during the race, like with just behind? Like, were you starting to get nervous, or like,
Yeah,
just
before the last safety car, that kick in front of me, I forgot who it was, but he was just pulling away, and I was kind of getting scared because I was like, damn, pulling away, and he might get ahead of me, but that safety car saved me.
yeah, it looks like it saved you from our view. Good job tonight.
Alright, thanks guys.
Cheers, mate.
Good.
Alright, I think we've actually got P2 in here quickly, so we'll have a chat to
Yep.
him. Military.
Yeah, that would be me.
Military, mate, it was a chaotic race for you as well, battling up with the top 3 all race. Fortunately, that penalty in the end
It was, yeah.
actually cost you the win there in the end. But yeah, mate, a few incidents that you might be, that obviously we have to see what happened, but just tell us a little bit about what your race, mate. Looked pretty chaotic, like I've said to the others, but yeah.
Yeah, it was a chaotic race, but yeah, I had a few ones. I think there was one. I don't know how much laps it was, but one with the Ferrari, with the first safety car restart, I think.
Mhm.
And I think it was kind of a racing incident. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't my fault. I just went for a switchback on the kick sober, and he was already there, so it wasn't really his fault. But I don't think it was my fault either. I was quite unlucky. I got a penalty right as the safety car came out, so I was like, I've lost the win here. So that was kind of annoying, but yeah, P2 is still.
Yeah.
It's my first race in this league as well, so P2 is not bad.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Yeah.
Obviously could have
Oh, yeah,
gone either way, but yeah, good job from me to you, mate, and I'll hand you
Yeah.
over to Coops.
Yeah. So yeah, with that last safety car on the feature, like, what was going through your mind just before you got that penalty?
As the
nervous?
safety car came out, yeah, I was. As the safety car came out, I was like, I just have to fully go for it. No, because I knew I had to try to gain 3 seconds, so I was like, I just have to fully go for it and just hope he gets in an incident or something like that. And well, he didn't, so he won the race. Fair play to him, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was pretty nervous. I was banging off wall to wall and everything, but tried to get everything out of it. But P2 was still not bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, good job tonight with P2.
Thanks a lot.
Alright,
All good.
well, that's it from us. We will have to wrap this up quickly because Div 2 is on its way in half an hour, so they'll be jumping in the comms box, getting that sorted now. So thanks to everyone for jumping in. We had a heap of viewers tonight, so thank you everyone. And before I'll go, I'll just thank all our sponsors, of course, and congratulate our top 3 once more. Cheers, guys. We'll see you all next week. That's all from me, unless you have anything to say, mate.
No, I don't have
Cheers,
anything to say.
cheers.
Thanks, mate. Thank you, guys. We'll see you in about 20 minutes.